Yo, what you lot saying? It's your boy Jibba Boy here, and today what I've got for you is the MotoGP 2015 Grand Prix of the Americas for you guys. So yeah, let's get right down to this video. So, on Friday, the track was really wet, and also as well, Jorge Lorenzo has been suffering from like a cold, so not a very good day for him. Not a really good start to his weekend here, especially as this is Yamaha's probably weakest tracks ever, so yeah. And then going into qualifying one, not much really going on. I mean not much. Ineoni going fastest along with Hector Barbera, who had a strong session, getting into Q2. Nice job by him in that Avintia. And then moving into Q2, this is where the big action took place. Now, first off, we saw some riders setting really quick lap times. And then we saw Cal Crutchlow out of nowhere going fastest, taking provisional pole. But as soon as Lorenzo and Andrea Dovizioso were on good laps, I knew at that point it wasn't going to be Cal's day. So yeah, and that was exactly what happened. Lorenzo and Andrea Dovizioso wiped him clean off pole position. And then to add to all of the drama happening in Q1, Marc Marquez, he had a problem, he had a gearbox problem, had to stop, but you would think that was it for him. No pole position for him, no. He ran as fast as he can, he legged it. He did a Martin Brundle in 1996 in Australia, legged it to his pits to grab another bike, which the team already had ready for him, and he went out and set a blistering lap time to take pole position for the Grand Prix of Americas. It was a fantastic pole position, a very determined qualifying session by him. Really not giving up on his chances of pole position, because I thought at that point it was all over. That was it, all over, done. He was going to have to be starting in 12th place, but no, that wasn't the case, and he was able to get on pole position. So good on him there. Ducati of Dovizioso was second, a good lap by him there. Lorenzo third, good ride by him as well. And Rossi fourth, good ride by him. And the main attraction was Scott Redding in 6th place in that Mark VDS Racing bike there. A fantastic lap by him there to put that thing in 6th place. So yeah, good ride by him. So before the race got underway, there was a water leakage at the bridge before the S's, which caused the race to be delayed by about 20 to 30 minutes. So yeah, apparently because of the rain that had been dropping on Friday, it created a big, I would say, inside the bridge there was a lot of water inside, which got to a point that it fell down and went onto the track, and as a result had to delay it because of that, because it was so dangerous. I mean, if you ride through that in slicks, you know, it's going to be fatal. So yeah, they had to. I think it was the right call for the FIM, the stewards and all that to do. So yeah, but thankfully afterwards there was no problems whatsoever, so we were able to get underway. And what a start, particularly from Bradley Smith, getting himself up into the top 4, almost into the top 3 actually. Good start by him. Dovizioso also got a good start and took the lead of the race. I think Rossi got a good start as well, moved to 2nd as well. And then And then afterwards we saw the 4 leaders really getting up to each other, trying to see if they can get the lead of the race. But then it was Marc Marquez who I think overtook Valentino Rossi first off, and then afterwards overtook Dovizioso for the race lead, and afterwards that was all he wrote, as he would pull away from that little gaggle there behind him. So yeah. As well, on the first lap we saw an incident going on between the Mark VDS machine with Scott Redding and the other one. I'm not quite sure who it was, but apparently Scott lost the bike, and as a result took out another rider. Not quite sure who it was exactly, but yeah, thankfully they were all okay, so yeah. And then afterwards we saw a big accident, a really big accident, and that was Fernandez coming out to the final corner. I'm not quite sure what happened, to be honest, but from what I could see, I think he just got on the power too much and yeah, lost the bike, and yeah. Thankfully he was alright, thankfully he was okay, so yeah. And then also we saw another accident as well. Bradl in the Ford Yamaha fell off his bike. That was the end of his race, unlucky for him. A real big serious contender to take the open class win, so yeah, unlucky for him. And then in the middle of it, we saw Bradley Smith fading away. I'm not quite sure. I think maybe his tyres started to give up, to be honest. So yeah, and also the pace of the bike was just not enough. Was too much for him. So yeah, I think he faded away from the field, faded away from the leaders there. So yeah, he did get overtaken by Lorenzo. I'm not quite sure how, to be honest. And then afterwards he did get overtaken by Ineoni. Like I said, not quite sure how. So yeah, unlucky for Bradley, but at least, I mean, all my days, a 6th place and a potential opportunity to get a podium or even win this race, you know, is a good result for, and it's a good race for him. So yeah, good ride by Bradley Smith there. We also saw Cal dropping at the start back to 10th or 11th, but then thankfully he was able to pull his way up into 7th, which is good on him, to be honest. So yeah. And then afterwards we saw a really good battle going on between Valentino Rossi, who was in line in 2nd place, and he got ahead of Dovizioso at some point of the race. Not quite sure how, to be honest. And yeah, we saw a really good battle between the two Ducatis and Valentino Rossi for 2nd place. And then Valentino Rossi, and well, before the move, well, basically Dovizioso was ahead of Valentino Rossi, so yeah, and basically they got into a little bit of a battle. They were really getting close to each other, really almost, I would say, wall banging and whatnot, getting a bit argy-bargy, getting a bit, you know, bumping and grinding going on to each other. But thankfully there was, thankfully one of them, or if not both of them, did not fall off their bike, which is good. And then I think going into the Estes, Valentino Rossi pulled off an amazing move down the inside to take 2nd place. A good move by Valentino Rossi there on the Yamaha machine. As well, we saw Ineoni drop a little bit back from Dovizioso, which is unfortunate, because he was right on Dovizioso. I mean, had he got by, he would have got a podium, his first podium in a long while, to be honest. So yeah, unlucky by Ineoni. And then soon afterwards he did get caught by Lorenzo. I think Lorenzo pulled an amazing move down the inside as well, going into the S. I'm not entirely sure. Comment if I'm wrong on that one. So yeah, he did pull up a good. I think he did go on the inside. So if that's the case, then good move by Lorenzo there to take 4th place off Ineoni. Unlucky, like I said, unlucky for Ineoni. Had a shot of taking the podium, but sadly his bike did not deliver. So yeah. But then in the end, it was, of course, the magnificent Marc Marquez who took he took his first win of the season. A great ride by Marc Marquez on that Honda. Second place was Valentino Rossi. Second place was Dovizioso. Sorry, I think Dovizioso got by Rossi. I think Dovizioso. I think it was Dovizioso that got ahead of Rossi at that corner, not Rossi getting ahead of Dovizioso. My bad on that one. So Dovizioso got second, good ride by him, and Rossi got third, good ride by him as well. I think Ineone had problems. He ran out of fuel, and as a result had to hitch a ride from Petrucci, who was kind enough to bring him back to the pit. So yeah, nice, good little bit of sportsmanship going on between the former Pramac rider and the current Pramac rider there. So yeah, that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry, I've been playing like mind guessing and whatnot, because as you may not be aware, in the middle of the race I did fall asleep during it. So yeah, my bad on that one. But yeah, it was really just me playing guessing games. So yeah, sorry if I get some bits wrong. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. It's your boy, I'm out. Peace.